Hi, Dr. Mitchell with Northern Nevada Chiropractic here. Today we're going to be talking about a problem I see quite often in my lifters, and that's pain in the front of the shoulder when pressing or bench pressing. Typically, this refers to a problem going on in the posterior shoulder and those rotator cuff muscles back here that stabilize. So a test I do to test for that is I have the patient stretch their arms out just like this, and they're going to resist my pressure as I put a ton of pressure here until one of their arms starts to droop in like that. So we saw a little bit on the right side there. Then we're going to bring the arms up into the forward flex position here. This is a lot harder, tougher on the shoulder. We're going to do the same thing. She's going to resist that, and I'm going to pull in, and we're going to see that one kind of dives in more than the other. So that shows that on the back side of the shoulder here, those rotator cuff muscles either aren't working as well or they're not cooperating, firing collectively together to stabilize that shoulder. So that's going to show me what exercises I can give for her. So today I'm going to talk about an issue I see in a lot of weightlifters that come in, and that's pain in the front of the shoulder when they're doing a bench press or some kind of pressing movement. So typically what that means is that the posterior shoulder is not reacting properly during the press, and it's not stabilizing that shoulder. So here's a couple exercises that you can do to get those muscles firing better and stabilize better during the movement, and hopefully remove that pain. The first two are going to be using a small looped band just like this. You're going to put it around your wrist. Now for this one, you can do it sitting or you can do it laying down, like on a bench at the gym. Either one is fine, but you're going to tension the band and you're going to keep the elbows in nice and tight. The shoulders should be back and down, locked in place there, just like you should be when you're pressing. From here, it's just a press up and out until the arms are extended, keeping those elbows in nice and tight, keeping constant tension of the band. Hold for a few seconds and then bring it back through the elbows until it's flat against the stomach. Now you do 5 to 10 of these before you start with your next exercise, and it's a good warm up to get that posterior shoulder really firing. So next one, banded wall walks. So we do it right up here against the wall. Same setup with the same band, right around the wrist just like that. Say I'm next close to the wall here. Forearms flat against the wall. Shoulders back and down, keeping those forearms vertical, those elbows are nice and tight, and keeping tension in the band. That's the focus here. Nice little steps up the wall. Now you're going to notice as you get higher up on the wall, this is going to get harder. It's going to get harder to keep those forearms vertical, but you got to try as best as you can to keep that tension in the band and keep those elbows nice and tight to the body. Do that a couple times, 3 or 4 times up and down, your shoulders are going to be on fire. Last one is using just a regular resistance band like I have here. And this is basically a row with an external rotation and a press all in one. So you're going to come here, keeping that elbow 90 degrees, nice and level with the shoulder, and externally rotate here. Notice that my elbow is locked in place. It didn't move at all during that movement. And then press straight up. So from here, that band is pulling it forward and it's taking those rotator cuff muscles in the posterior shoulder to keep it back. As you go down, it's just a reset, falling just like that. Do about 10 of those on each side. These are a couple really good exercises for you to get that posterior shoulder working better and hopefully reduce that pain that you have.